Good everybody, here from the Yalung Villas. I don't know who would have needed this information, but yeah, I just want to share this thing that I've just discussed with a friend of mine. So he just basically called me and asked me about the properties we have on the market. By the way, we have a very big construction going on outside, so just don't mind the background noises. Yeah, so he asked me for some properties that we have available here in Leh. And yeah, in the course of our discussion, I gave him some hints. But there's one hint that I gave him, which I felt that I think some of you might need it. So usually when it comes to construction, property development, and then purchasing of property, there are people who are property developers. Property developers, they just develop, purchase land, they build on it, they construct improvements on the building, and then they sell off the properties. And then there are people who just go and buy. They don't do construction, property development. No, they just go and buy. But if you look on the financial side of it, to be on the safe side, it's all about profit making. Property developers, they purchase land, and then they build on it, and then they sell the property again on the market with the markups for profit. So I think my best advice, not I think, but I believe my best advice to most of the property searchers out there who wish to buy property, my best advice would be go for a vacant land, a service land, especially those old housing commission land that have been given away to the longest serving tenants, and those tenants have the titles. Check if they want to sell those property, buy those. You buy those, engage good builders, designers, architects. You design your home or your apartment properties, and then you get the bank to fund those things. And then the banks will monitor, so they release funds on phases. Phase 1 complete, phase 2, you submit the report, acquittals, and then it goes on like this until the completion of the construction of the property or the improvement, and then that's it. The commission, you're issued with the certificate of completion and certificate of occupation, and then you get the property, the improvement. So most of the time, like for example, if you purchase a land in town at around 300 to 350,000, like land in town, like honestly speaking, land in town, right in town, like in Leh, Top Town, Main Market, and Heriku, these places, you will not get a land for 300,000. The value are very, very high. You're talking about land in downtown Port Moresby. Oh my goodness, the land rate there, it's very, very high. So because land is a scarce resource, so the location of the land, it determines the value. So yeah, coming back to the subject, and then just get a land. So you get a land, get the separate valuation of the land, and then you get the designers, architects, builders, especially the architects, they give you a design, and then the design must be approved by the municipal authorities. Get the fire, PNG power, the water people, water PNG, the certified structural engineer, certified architects, and you get the people from the lands and physical planning. They got all this approved. Finally, you take it down to the building board, and the building board check through, make sure that everything is certified, and then they give you a go for you to start the project. And then you take these documents, you take it to the banks, and then the banks will do what we call the hypothetical valuation, or as if complete valuation. So they're basically going to value the design, and then together with the value of the land, and then you put the 30% equity. There you go. They fund the project. The bank fund the project. And say, for example, if you build a project with at an amount of 500,000. When the project is completed, you are expecting the value of the property to exceed 500,000, go to 550,000, 600,000. You see, so that is the trick behind all this. Property investors coming in, property developers coming in, buying land, purchasing, building improvements on it and selling out. So if you are seriously thinking of buying a property, and if you see that your cash flow, your budget is low, but you are interested in in a property that is that you have your preference, taste and preference. So if you see that money cannot afford this, then you try and look at another angle. The way I'm saying, what I'm saying now. So you just don't necessarily need to go buy what they've built already. You go purchase a land and you build yourself. That is the most one of the good way you can get a property up and running. So if you are in Leh, if you are thinking of doing something in Leh like this, we have a land right in Boundary Road. So it is a state land. It is within a vicinity of executive development. So the land is available right now, 370,000. If you are interested to do this, now begin thinking here. Come purchase the land. Purchase the land, build on it. So if you have say a plan or budget of 2 million kina, you can do it. Purchase the land, 370,000, and then the balance of the money, go to design, and you build it. And then you look at the market. The market is very, very important. If you hit the market, you target the hot market right now, the vacancy factor of your property will be very low, very low. So just some free tips and hints. So if you're thinking of valuation, just think about the Yalangu Valuers. We are based here in Leh and also in Port Moresby. So you can reach out to us on the numbers and the email address that are shown on the screen right now. We'll be more than happy to assist you. But if you also need other advices or consultation, we are always available. Just call us. Call us on the numbers that are shown on the screen right now. Thank you very much. Cheers.